That's where the danger lies. Have we got any guests? Yes, we do. Get out of here. G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. I have been working on my new boat. What do you think? So at first glance you would say that is just your elven ship from the time-lapse you did, Cortez. Well, yeah, almost. I've done the sails almost exactly the same. And most of the ship's exactly the same, except that the deck had to be 2 or 3 blocks higher to fit in all the redstone. So I've changed up the top of the deck design there, and I actually think it looks pretty good. At least from down here. Once you get up there, it's not quite as fancy. Let's get up. And let's just hope those creepers have gone from my beautiful dirt sails on the other ship. Yes, I think they've wandered off. See, it's not quite as fancy here because the deck is pretty much completely flat. The other one in the time-lapse had a lot more detail, plus it had all the cool stuff down below. And like up the back here, in the time-lapse one, this part of the ship came up a lot higher from the deck and it looked really cool. So yeah, it's kind of flat, but that's okay. I think I've done a pretty good job with the decoration. And we've got a little bit of a wire here, right in the way of where you're shooting, but that's fine. That just makes it a little more interesting. So I've started on the second ship. I've no sort of template to go off to build this one, so I'm just throwing blocks down in survival and seeing what I come up with. I tried that sail up there, not 100% happy with it. I wanted to make it slightly different colours to this one, so I've gone for a little bit darker. Couple of cyan terracotta blocks in there, but I think I want to get rid of all the cyan, the dark cyan in the middle of the sail and just move those darker blocks to the edges. I think that'll look a lot better. And you can see how I'm doing it here. I'm doing it in dirt first and then coming along and throwing in the blocks. So there's a bit of a problem with this sail. It looks odd because the sail starts so high up the mast there. It probably should have started another 4 or 5 blocks lower. But I was worried about this sail getting in the way of you trying to shoot the other dude. It looks like I can come down a bit lower, and I might do that later. But I'm going for 3 masts on this one, so I've got a lot more sails to do. And at least when I do the sails at the back and at the front, I can bring those a lot lower to the ship. Like I've done in this one over here, these sails come all the way down because they are not going to get in the way of us shooting arrows. But I am taking a break from building sails because I wanted to come up with... I'm worried that maybe those creepers haven't run off. I guess we'll find out. No, I'm going to take a peek. I can't... I haven't spent all this time on the ships just to put a big creeper hole in it. I wanted to come up with some ideas for just randomizing the game a little bit more because I'm sort of trying to find a time with Curly Melly to test out this game. Like, I haven't even finished the redstone yet, but because when he comes over and we do this fight, I want the ships to be done so the whole thing looks cool. I don't want it all half built. But Curly Melly is the best PvPer on our server, so he is going to annihilate me. So I want a few other things that can happen in the game, just sort of handicaps that I can give him. Like, I don't want people to come with their diamond armor and all their cool bows. I want all that stuff to be here already. So I'm going to enchant some iron armor that you can choose from and a whole bunch of different bows. So you might pick a bow with flame on it so you can set them on fire, or you might decide you want a bow that's really, really powerful so they have to eat more. So that means you can't bring your own food. I'm going to put something, probably fish, because fish has pretty bad saturation. So if you pick the heavy bow, they've got to stop to keep eating. But if they've got the flame bow, maybe I'll have some cauldrons here and you've got to put yourself out. Otherwise you'll constantly be getting hit. I don't know, there's lots of things we can do. And I don't know if I'll be able to do it just because of these sails here, but I wanted to put a crow's nest in. So if we do teams, you might have 2 people down here on the deck and a third one on your team way up there. So he's got a guy to fight, and they can also shoot down here. I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to go do some enchanting, set up some chests around here, and just see what we can come up with to randomize this game a bit more and make it a little bit more interesting. So I've been working hard, guys. I've got this all filled up and ready to go. Both boats are ready to go. It's ready for the first test, and I think all the redstone is correct, although have I put all the items into the hopper clock? I think I have. Yes, we are ready for a test. The problem is I am the only one online, and I kind of need at least one other person to test this properly. So I don't know, that's the problem about living in Australia when pretty much everyone on the server is from the United States or Europe. It's kind of hard to find someone on at the same time. Still waiting. Man, why are they always sleeping? They're so lazy. Anyway, maybe we can test at least from this side. That should start the clock for both sides. Let's get the bow out. Is it working? Maybe it's not so bad that no one's here. I could have just embarrassed myself. Why didn't you work? What have I not done properly? Okay, so that's my redstone line. You are still extended. That shouldn't be right. That redstone line's become unpowered. Are you buttered by something? Why are you still extended, piston? At least are you working properly? Yes, it's... Ooh. What? Oh, no! I'm wondering why those minecarts dropped straight away. I haven't put the other trapdoors underneath for it to sit on. And are they even triggering the tripwires? They're not. We have many problems to fix. Okay. So when these guys are coming down, they're supposed to hit those tripwires, but they're landing they're landing short because they're dropping straight down because they haven't got the trapdoors there, so that is easy enough to fix. Let me just turn the game off and we'll be able to fix it. The reason I've set it up like this, so anything that drops straight down won't hit the tripwire, is so when you shoot a minecart, it's very hard for an item to trigger the tripwire, but I've just made it so items dropping straight down won't count as a minecart getting through. Okay, let's go power, go away, let's go power something and turn this game off for a second. And now my minecarts have backed up. Oh no, they're getting there slowly-ish. Are they going on this side? Hey, what? Oh, Trident, dude. Seriously, man? Ah, my piece of rail isn't there. That is the problem. This is why you test your redstone, guys. We'll get back to that. Let's try and... How am I going to do this? No. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. So I think I know what happened with the powered rail. Just underneath those pistons, I've got some hoppers just to catch any minecarts when you shoot them if they get stuck up there. And they go into droppers right here and get dropped down here. So I had to add this little drop chute, which meant adding an extra layer of signs here, and when I did that, I released a bit of water, and that must have gotten rid of my powered rail. Go away! Okay, can get out of the... Just die! Go. There we go. Powered rail in place. Okay, let's get you guys started. Go! Is this working? I can't tell. Have we got any going up? Yes, there they go. It's started, and I'm stuck. So I had this problem earlier that the piston would not retract when I started the game, and I had fixed it just by placing another piston right next to it to update it, and that was working. But now I suspect that it is this block right here. So I want to try... I'll get rid of this piston altogether so we can test my theory. I think I need a slab there. I think that full block was the problem. So let's just clean up this mess and we will give this a test run. Okay, is my slab theory correct? It was incorrect, Cortez. Oh no, I was correct. Of course I was. Redstone, genius, guys. I should have realised that earlier. But anyway, guys, I think I'm done with building for the time being. Like I know I said I was going to get all this fancy iron armor and all that stuff, and I've done a fair bit of it already. I've been enchanting iron armor with things like fire resistance and projectile protection. But it's not done yet, and I need more bows. I want to get that ready for a big battle with quite a few server members. But for the time being, we need to have a game to finish the episode, and still there's no one on. So I'm done with building. I've done a fair bit more on the sails over here, so like it's completely not finished, and I've actually started sort of copying someone else's build to get this done as quickly as I can. Because this ship here I completely invented this for myself, because it's a bit of a unique design, but these sails have been done before in Minecraft, so I'm just looking at someone else's design and half copying it. So I'm going to copy a few other little bits and pieces of the sail and get that ship done properly. But not today. Today I need to find someone to help me play this game. So I had one major problem. These minecarts that I was shooting and falling down there were hitting all the tripwires and triggering them every time. It was a disaster. I could not use that as my system for saying a cannon had been fired. So we had to redesign everything completely. So now I've just put in a rail so the minecarts will hit this, shoot along here, and when they run over that is what says we have taken a shot. So there's a bit of a delay. Like the minecart has to run down here through the water, but I guess if your ship does get shot by a cannon, you're not going to sink straight away, are you? So that's okay. So it all goes in there. And then I had the dumbest problem of all time. I had the minecarts just running straight across a bit of ice and up the water stream, just like before. But I've been getting fish swim in here. And the problem is, if a fish ends up going up the water stream, the minecarts cannot get past it. And I had this entire bubble column stacked up full of minecarts that couldn't get past the little fishy. So I just thought, okay, we won't worry about that anymore. I'm just going to break them on the cactus and put them into a dropper, and up they go. But I think it's all working correctly. We've just got to work out the timing for the game. If I have the minecarts running too slowly or too fast, I might have them running too slowly. And I have finally found somebody to help me out. Where are you, Grif? There's Grif over there.
Hello there.
No, it's definitely Grif, guys. It's definitely Grif. He had his account hacked, and yeah, they changed his name and his appearance, but there is absolutely nothing untoward or strange about someone not being authorized to be on the server. Grif, get back over onto your own boat. Behave, Grif, or it'll be your bedtime. Okay? Now, Grif.
Yeah.
Are you ready to push the start button?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. You know the rules?
Yep.
Do not beat your friend. Do not beat your friend.
Yep.
Oh, ding! You better come. You're going to miss the minecarts. I knocked you back. That knocks you back a fair way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I got so many minecarts, I can't take a shot at you yet. All right, yeah. No, I'm on fire. Oh no, that burns.
Yeah.
Oh no, that really burns. I think perhaps I don't have the game running too slow. Hey, ding! This knockback's excellent, isn't it? Oh, look out, Grif. I've only got a few minecarts. I'm going to get you. Oh, beating up on poor little Grif.
Damn, it's terrible.
Uh-oh. This is a good time to get me. I've got a few minecarts here. I wonder if I've hit you yet. Oh no! Ouch! Your bow is crazy powerful.
Same with yours.
I was going to use just iron armor in this game. We would not survive. I've already enchanted it all. I'm going to have to go back and... or maybe I'll just...
Revenge.
Don't kill me! I have very few deaths on the server. I don't want to get any more at the hands of you.
You were about to kill me earlier.
Oh, you're going to get in so much trouble. Alright. Come on. Oh, and I gave you steak. I've only got mutton.
Aha.
Ding! Have you missed any minecarts yet?
I think so.
What is going on? I think you're actually going to kill me. I'm going to try and kill you. That'd be cool. No, I can't see any lamps. Yeah, no one's had a lamp come up yet. What's going on? Yeah!
I'm in the middle of nowhere. I found bedrock.
And here I was thinking this game would be more about someone missing a minecart, but it's a fight to the death. But the question is, do you still love me, Grif?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You know, I got a little bit worried after that battle with Grif. If I took that much damage against him, how am I going to fare against Curly? But then I realised, Grif had a diamond chestplate then. And I was playing in my Elytra, so it won't be as bad as that. So I think we can abandon the idea of using iron armor. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now I think people can bring their own bows and armor. Just probably nothing with projectile protection on it. So you still take a fair bit of damage. And then maybe you also have to eat fish, like no golden apples or anything like that. But yes, this game is far, far more PvP than I thought it was going to be. I smell a big event coming on these two ships, if I ever get them done. Still a fair bit more to go, but we will do that some other time. Cheers, guys! I'm Cortezerino. I will see you later.